But how will these overnight cues impact the Indian markets? There's a lot of opinion and economic data as well. We have our research team joining in to tell you just that, what the trade setup is looking like, the stocks that are likely to be in the news, and the action from the F&O space as well. Hey guys, a very good morning to all of you. Hormaz, let me come across to you first up. A new series. What are we entering the series with? What is the market setup?
Morning, Sonal. The setup is almost like a template of sorts that we've been following all through this week. That we've been opening lower, we are getting a dip, and that dip is getting bought into, as we've seen all through the 4 days of the week so far. The Nifty has made lows of anywhere from 24,074, which we made on the budget day, to even yesterday's low that we made at 24,210. We saw a recovery from those levels, but the question here is that whether the bulls have enough conviction to take the Nifty to higher levels as we have, but the higher levels have not come by. That 24,500 now becomes a resistance, and for the week now, and even on the charts, the Nifty has been making lower highs. If you can see last Friday's high, which was around 24,850, and now we are down to 24,400, which was yesterday's high. So that becomes a key level to watch out for this morning. Now, the pressure on the Nifty has been coming from banks, and the Nifty Bank has been a rank underperformer this week. Last 3 sessions, almost 1,300 points gone on the Nifty Bank, closing below the mark of 51,000. If it's not HDFC Bank, it was Axis and ICICI that put pressure on the index yesterday. So for the week, the Nifty is down just 0.5%, but the Nifty Bank is down 2.5%, and the 7-week winning streak of the Nifty is under threat currently. Now, the underperformers have also come from the metal space. The Nifty Metal Index, now from the highs that it made on the 4th of July, is down 9% from those levels. And the selling pressure has also come in from the high-flying PSUs, whether it be the railways or the defense stocks. So we'll keep an eye out on that as well. As you mentioned, it's the start of a new series. We ended July with gains of around 400 points. So that's a positive. There's a block deal. Block deals are back. We saw one in RBL yesterday. We might see one in Sobha today. The US core PCE data will be reported later this evening. And of course, the earnings season continues, but the good ones are getting disproportionately rewarded and vice versa. We saw the likes of Jyoti Labs, JK Paper, JSPL, and today we have some big earnings like Indigo, IndusInd Bank, Cipla, and the GIFT Nifty so far is indicating a slightly positive start to the new series.
All right. Okay. Yes, a slightly positive start is what we can expect. Thank you, Hormaz, for that. Well, a lot of stocks that will be on our radar today. Vamakshi is joining us with that list. Good morning.
Well, good morning, Sonal. Let me first start off with Tech Mahindra. The company reported its numbers. It was a very slight beat on muted expectations. They reported a CC revenue growth of 0.7% as compared to expectations of 0.4 to 0.5%. EBIT margins too improved on a sequential basis by 110 basis points to 8.5%, and they also witnessed a pickup in new deals as well. AU Small Finance Bank reported NII, which was above CNBC TV 18's poll, 1,920 is where it came at. NIMs have improved sequentially to 6%. Net profit too came in higher as compared to our expectations. Net profit stood at 502 crores, and the asset quality, however, deteriorated to 0.63%. MGL reported its numbers as well. Revenue came in higher than what we were expecting. 1,589 crores is where it's at. Margins also came in higher at almost 26.3%. And net profit too came in higher at 284.5 crores. Cyient reported a downtick of almost 10% in its revenue. EBIT also contracted by almost 26%. The margins have declined to 11.9%, and the net profit was down nearly 24%. United Breweries reported a miss on the revenue, a beat on the margins, and the net profit was in line with what we were expecting. When we look at the margins, they've improved as compared to our poll, 11.5%. Overall volumes were dragged lower by Popular Business, and the premium volume growth stood at 44%. Lastly, let's look at BST Industries. Company has announced 10 shares for each share as bonus. Overall, they reported a poor set of numbers. Big drop was witnessed in the EBITDA and the net profit.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Vamakshi, for that list. Finally, let me go across to Sudarshan. He's joining in with all the cues from the F&O space. Good morning, Sudarshan.
Morning, Sonal. So we start August series on a positive note, and the reason I'm saying positive, look at the previous session. We closed in the red, but with a major recovery from lows, and that too when all the global markets were deep in the red. Now talking about July series, Nifty managed to hold on to positive move, and on the lows on July series, Nifty managed to hold on to the levels around 24,000, and on the upside, it went as high as 24,855. Now coming to FI's move, FIs have been sellers in both the cash markets and the index futures. Just in the cash market, they have been sellers for third straight day, and with that, FI longs have now come down to 57% with total net contracts around 65,000. Onto the rollover, it remains healthy. July-August rollovers currently around 670% versus 3-month average of 71%. On the options front, on the call side, we saw major activities in 24,500 call, where premium was 111, and on 24,400 call, where premium was 160. On the put side, major activities were seen in 24,300 and 24,200 strikes. So where are the option writers seeing resistance and support? Support is now seen around 24,200, which is previous day's low, and resistance is now seen upwards of 24,500, or can say 24,600. And on the stocks front, it's the start of series, so we don't have any stocks in the band, but two stocks that have come out of the band are India Cements and Vodafone Idea. So keep an eye on these two stocks.
All right. Thank you so much, Sudarshan. And thank you guys for joining us and prepping us up for this trading day ahead.